Are you sick and tired of spending hours on videos that barely grow your channel? You're not alone. Most YouTubers publish a video and then move on to the next one, wasting hours of work and leaving views, subscribers, and money on the table. But smart creators are now using tools like OpusClip to turn one video into dozens of YouTube Shorts, Reels, and TikToks automatically. I'm going to show you how to use OpusClip to automate your channel growth, save time, and finally make every video on your YouTube channel work harder for you. If you want to follow along with what I'm about to show you, click the first link in the description to create an Opus account and get started clipping videos for free today. And I've even got a bonus tip for you that'll make using OpusClip even more productive and easy to use. So here's the OpusClip dashboard, and the first thing to notice up here, we've got these credits, but don't worry, even on the free version, you get some credits to use. If you click this button, you get the side menu pop out. We'll have a look at a couple of these things later in the video. So let's go and take a long form YouTube video and turn it into multiple shorter videos. A couple of ways you can do this. The first way is you can click this upload button and then navigate to a video file that you've got and choose that. Or if you've already published the video on YouTube, you can go and get the shareable link for that video, copy it, and then simply paste it into OpusClip here. OpusClip is now going to download that video from YouTube and start to process it. Before it does that, we can give OpusClip a bit of extra information. The first thing we can do is choose the clipping model. Clip Anything is the overall smartest model to use, so we'll click that. You can choose your clip length. Maybe you want it less than 30 seconds or between 30 seconds and 59 seconds, but we're going to leave it at auto, which is going to give us clips of less than 90 seconds. You can let OpusClip detect what kind of video it might be, but it's usually better to click show more and then choose the type of video that you're going to clip. So in this case, I know it's a talking head and speech kind of video, and if you want to, you can click the little cog and further customize things. I'm going to leave those all as the defaults, and I also know that this is an informative and educational type of video. If you want to, you can also choose where to start processing the video. So say you know most of the content starts at about 2 minutes and you've got quite a lot of fluff at the start, you can restrict the processing. I'm going to process the entire video. Down here you can set up custom preset templates with different color schemes for things like captions, or you can use the built-in ones that come with OpusClip. Let's go and choose this deep diver preset. Now you can simply come up here and click Get Clips, and you can see down here it started to process that video, and it's giving us an estimated time of arrival of about 5 minutes. The exact time it will take to process will depend on things like the length of the original video. This is shown up in the All Projects section, and this is an important thing to think about. A project in OpusClip is like a collection of clips that belong to an original source video. If I was to go and upload another clip from YouTube, we'd get a separate project. So we'll just wait for OpusClip to do its thing, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, and we're back, and you can see we've now got this project. It's telling us it's a new project, and we can click on this to open up the clips. What we've got now is a number of short form videos that OpusClip has automatically created from that original source video. We can go and preview one of these videos. I believe anyone can build a 6-figure business with, and there's a really cool thing that OpusClip is doing here, and it's giving us this score, in this case 99 out of 100, and it's breaking down the hook, the flow, the value, and the trend of this video, and this is going to give us a feeling as to how likely it is that this video is either going to go viral or at least perform really well. If I scroll right down to the bottom, you can see these scores are getting a bit lower, 73 out of 100, and we've only got a rating of B for the hook and the flow. Now you can quickly go through and find any of these clips that don't make sense or that you don't like. So let's say this one doesn't really make sense. We can click dislike and it's going to go and disappear from the list. You can choose a reason. I'll just say I just don't want to use this one, and it disappears from that list. If you really like some of them and you're pretty sure you're going to use them, you can click the heart button to like that clip. So for this first one, we could just go and post it exactly as it is to whatever social media accounts we want. And it's taken almost no effort to do this, but you might want to spend a couple of minutes just enhancing things a little bit, and that's where editing comes in. To edit a clip, click the Edit Clip button, and this is going to open up the Opus Clip Editor interface. On the left here, we've got the transcript, and Opus has basically listened to what we've been saying in the video and converted it to text. And if you want, you can click in here and fix anything up that you want. So we'll put a space between 6-figure and click Apply. And normally Opus does a really good job of converting the speech to text, but you might want to just skim through that and correct any spelling mistakes or little errors. On the bottom here, we've got the audio for this clip, and we can move the playhead around. And if I throw on the headphones, we can start to edit this. Let's just play it back. I believe anyone can build a 6-figure business with YouTube without sacrificing friends. These are the individual bits of the original video clip, and above them we've got these items. This one says fill, and this is how the underlying video clip gets presented. If you want to, you can come up and choose layout, and let's say we want to say fit. That's going to keep the original aspect ratio of the video 16:9, and it creates this kind of blurry background. Let me just show what that looks like. YouTube ads to make 6. And we can go and change that back to fill. If you want to, you can click the crop button, and this allows you to move this window around from the original video. So let's go and do that. Click apply. And we can move this around if we want to. To undo things, click this button, and you can really easily undo any changes, which is really nice because it means you can just try things out without worrying about messing it up. There's loads of automatic AI enhancement features here. If you click this button, you can remove filler words, and luckily there's no filler words in this video like oh, so that can really tighten up your edits. If you want to, you can remove pauses. You can see down here there's 0.5 seconds can be potentially removed from this video, and you can also set a pause duration. Let's go and click remove. You can auto censor curse words, that's currently in beta. You can use this speech enhancement, which may remove any background sounds, including any music. I'm just going to cancel. Adding B-roll to these videos can also increase engagement, so you can click auto generate AI B-roll, and it's going to go and analyze the transcript and insert B-roll where it thinks it might be useful. We'll just wait for that to finish. And now in the timeline, we've got these 3 extra things. And if I just play this back, digital products that you can create and sell are really good. Some kind of cheat sheet to help people quick effort to create. You can just design it in some kind of software, and then to delete things, you can select them and hit backspace or delete on the keyboard. And if you want to create B-roll for specific sections, you can come up to the transcript, and let's select 6-figure business. We'll click add AI B-roll, and that's going to analyze the bit of text that we selected and generate some AI B-roll for that section. And you can see in the timeline, we've now got that B-roll. If anyone can build a 6-figure business with YouTube without sacrificing. Let's just go and select digital products, and once again we'll add some AI B-roll and see what it comes up with. On YouTube, that means digital products that you can create and sell. You can click on the B-roll and get it to regenerate it if you don't like it. We can now choose one of these new versions. I'm going to choose this one. I was on YouTube. That means digital products that you can create. So I hope you can see how quick and easy it is to really start to elevate the original clip with some of these features. Once you're happy with your edit, choose Save Changes, and it's going to take you back to the menu, and it's going to reprocess that video with all of the changes that you just made. And this normally takes less than 60 seconds. And now we can preview the new version. I believe anyone can build a 6-figure business with our new B-roll. Okay, so once you've got the clip ready, you can go and publish it to your social media channels. So if you wanted to, you could click the download button, and that's going to download the video file to your computer, which you could then upload to whatever social media networks you wanted to. But OpusClip makes this even easier because you can post directly from inside the OpusClip interface. The first thing you're going to want to do is connect OpusClip to whatever social media accounts you want. And if I come to social accounts, you can see I've connected this to one Instagram account and one YouTube account. You can go and add an account by clicking the Add Account button, and you've got YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, X profiles, and Instagram. I'm not going to go and create a new one because I'm going to use one of these existing ones. There's 2 ways you can really post from within OpusClip. The first is to just post straight away away by clicking publish on social, and you can select one or more channels that you want to post to. So this makes it really easy to post to multiple social accounts just from within the same place without having to upload the same video multiple times yourself and do all of that work. You can also customize what's going to be in the description, or for YouTube, you can also customize the title. In this example, I'm going to untick DaVinci Dojo because I just want to publish to my Instagram account. So you could click this publish now button and that's going to publish it right now to Instagram. But you could also click select time, which gives you the ability to schedule a video some point in the future. So let's say Thursday the 7th, and you can select a published time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you've also got this time zone. Alternatively, I'm just going to close this and exit. You can come over to the menu and click calendar, and you get this awesome calendar view. Now you can click on one of these days and click plus, choose the project, and then choose the clip that you want to schedule. Because I hearted this clip, it shows up really easy with this red heart, so I'm going to select that. We can double check that this is the one we want. I believe anyone can build a... Choose select clip, choose which social channels you want to publish it to on that day, and also which time, and click schedule. The calendar view gets updated, and we can see that we've got this video scheduled to one Instagram social at 01:01 in the morning. You can ask me in the comments if you want me to make more detailed tutorials on specific parts of OpusClip, maybe like the editor. Just let me know in the comments so I know what might be useful to you. All right, let's get on to that bonus tip. The tip is to just think about OpusClip when you're planning, scripting, or filming your video. If you know you're going to be using OpusClip, you might just change things a little tiny bit in terms of how you actually create the video. You want to make sections of the video that you're scripting or recording able to kind of stand alone on their own. So for example, they don't reference something that happened 2, 3, 4 minutes ago in the video. I mean, you might need to do that sometimes, but if you're planning to use OpusClip to chop things up, then try and keep each little section of your video self-contained so it can be really easily reused. Don't forget to use the first link in the video description to create your free OpusClip account and get started clipping your videos today. I'm Jason Roberts. Please subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.